Good evening, students. Yesterday we have seen about what is Arduino board. Now let me teach about Arduino IDE. Okay, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. That is, you can write your code here, you can compile it, you can upload it. This is an interface wherein you can write and build the code. Okay, so as soon as you install the software, you can see a shortcut on your desktop. Double click the Arduino icon, that will start up the Arduino IDE environment. You can see there are many menus. I will explain one by one. Okay, the first menu is about file. All file related operations such as open the file or creating a new file, saving a file. Save as is to create as a copy, right? And the next one is upload. I will talk about upload in a minute. Okay, next one is one important feature or interesting feature of Arduino IDE is they provided so many examples so that without writing the code you can check that easily. Okay, you can see examples. Most of the cases you will have examples, basic operations, digital operations, sensors, all those things they have given a preliminary coding like this. Okay, and when you build, and since it is a open source, you can also contribute, and if it is a worthwhile example of new sensor, that will be added. I encourage you people to contribute to the open source platform. The next menu is about edit, to facilitate your coding or building a code operations like copying, moving the code and pasting to another place, finding find and replace. Meaning sometimes you may want to assign a variable as some name, then you want to change it to another name. So those type of any edit operations can be controlled from this menu. Okay. Next menu is sketch. Varsha, what is sketch? Yes, Arduino program is known as sketch. So here you can do the sketch related operations, meaning you can compile the program, and when you are exporting a additional library which is not a default option of this, that you can add using import library menu. Okay, now let me explain about tools. This is very important. You have to choose what you are connecting, which board you are connecting. I explained in last class there are so many boards available in Arduino. Okay, Arduino Uno is there, Arduino Mega. Basic difference between these boards is the processor, the microcontroller what you are using, that changes the different sizes. Also the size of the MCU determines what board you are using. Just you go and see, you can see there are so many different types of Arduino boards available. Arduino Uno, Arduino In, Arduino Nano, Arduino Mega, like that. There are many different types of boards. Okay, LilyPad is mostly used in the wearable type of thing where you can stitch to the cloth. And Pro Mini are small in size. This is very important. And another aspect of its port. Okay, that is when you are connecting the Arduino Uno board to the system. Okay, you will have, it has to communicate using COM ports. So as and when you connect a connect a Arduino Uno, you will get one COM port enabled. Okay, you have to choose the right port when you connect to that. And next important thing is serial monitor. Okay, serial monitor is where you can see the output. If you click serial monitor, it will create another window where you can see that window, you can see the output. Okay, since I have not connected a board yet, it is giving an error, but when you connect a board, it will identify a COM and then you can see the serial monitor. Okay, this is about this. different menus. Apart from these menus, the second line item is a shortcuts. What are the operations we normally do very often? Those things they provided in the second line item so that you can click it quickly. What are the major operations we will be doing? We will be compiling it and uploading it. Similarly, we want to see the output. So that is, these are the keys readily available on the secondary menu. Okay. Upload. This is very important aspect. So what are all the program we are writing in the desktop? It lies there only, right? It is not transported to the Arduino Uno board. If you want to change this program to the Arduino Uno board, then you have to upload this program. Okay, meaning when you click upload, what happens is this program is compiled in a C program that is called bootloader. It will be converted as a C program, executable program, and then passed to the Arduino Uno board. Indirectly, all this code whatever you have written is converted, compiled, and then uploaded, or it is also known as burn. Okay, some people used to term it as burning the code to the board. So this all about the Arduino IDE. Maybe it will look difficult when you start first time, but as and when you are going to use many times, it becomes very easy. The operations are very simple, and there is help menu is available. Always you can refer to this. As already I shown you the reference site. Okay, they provide almost all the required help, and there are many forums for Arduino. You can always check and verify your coding or clarify your queries on the net, or I will encourage you to contribute your answers to the fellow people's query also. Okay, this is about first topic. Let me move on to the next topic. Okay, this is about software part. To make a program in Arduino Uno environment, we need some basic components. So I will explain what are those components in this. Okay. This is LED. Okay, LED is normal hello world program like I explained in last class. To blink as LED, that is send high voltage for some time and wait for some time and again make it low. So when you are making high and low, it makes a LED blink. So you need to have LED to check whether we are setting the high voltage or not. The next component is a micro switch. So most often we will be want to check our program when some specific action is performed. We want to see whether the required additional action is done or not. To activate that, we need a micro switch. That is only when you press this, that next action should happen. So that is important to know the micro switch. And one more thing I want to say is micro switch will have three different outputs. One is positive, ground, and data. And it is normal tradition to use red as positive and black wire as ground and yellow as data. You can see here, right? There are three wires, red, black, and yellow. Okay, this is about what are the basic components. And you will always see the Arduino Uno environment, you have some of the digital IO pins, okay, and analog IO pins. So you have to connect this with real sensor. So to facilitate that connections, we used these wires. Okay, these are known as single core wire. Okay, meaning when you in the normal electric wire, if you cut and see, that will have many threads inside, right? Whereas this type of wires will have only one single wire passing through it. That is why it is known as single core. Okay, and there is additional thing. If you see here, this is known as a Berg strip. That is, here also you are having a female pin and this wire also female pin, right? So to connect, to facilitate the connection between these two, we use Berg pins. Meaning you can take this pin and put it on, no, just slap it over this, and then one part will go inside this and you can connect the wire easily to this, and other end of the wire you can connect to LED or micro switch or sensor. Understood? You can see this is, there are different types of Berg pins available, and the spacing between them, normally this is 2.5 Berg sticks you can buy and use it. So these are the basic components you need, and we always need these components to work with. Apart from, I have not shown in the picture, USB cable. You need USB cable to connect UNO board to the system, to the computer. Okay, these are the some basic components which we will be using in our program. Okay, so this is what normal environment of Arduino UNO setting up or pre-requirements to do any basic programming or basic experiments with Arduino UNO board. Okay, but since this has been for a long time and people understood there are many use cases being followed, so that is when people started building their own Arduino UNO board. As I explained in the last class, you can see this is the core art of this, right? That is Atmega chip. Using Atmega chip, whether we can build our own Arduino or customize it, add inbuilt functions or buttons to it. So that is where there are many companies come up with their own Arduino UNO boards. For this class, I have taken Induino board. Induino board is a product from Simple Labs. Okay, they have added most of the components readily available so that the programming become easy and you will not spend more time in connecting the wire and spending more time on those type of activities. Hence focus will be only on the program and the experiments, not on the just the connection parts. Okay, let me explain this board. If you see, they have put 3 micro switches. So just to make the easy way. Otherwise what we have to do, every time we have to take one micro switch and connect it. To avoid that, they already provided 3 switches here. Okay, and they are connected to pins, digital pins 7, 8, 9. Meaning this 7, 8, 9, what are all the actions you want to perform, that is already connected to a micro switches here. Okay, and the next item I want to show you is these 3. To most of the cases we will be using LED bulbs, right? To make easy, in the board itself they included 3 colored LEDs. They are again connected with 11, 12, 13. So these are onboard LED available for you to test. So you are having 3 micro switches already and you are having 3 LEDs already to test. So if I want to write a program, when I am pressing a micro switch 7, I want glow LED in 12. So that becomes very easy. Just you have to need to code, not connect 2 switches and 2 LED bulbs, right? And apart from that, you can see there is one RGB LED is put, and you can see other sensors. This is TSOP is put, and you can see there are many interfaces to connect with the sensors, to connect with analog sensors, and they have provided additional pins, additional ground pins, which you can use it in the servo motor. And this one is for to connect to your USB port of PC. So almost this is extended Arduino UNO board, and when you are uploading a program, you can see this TX and RX glowing. That is to show the indication that something is happening, whether the sensor is sending data or not. So that they provided additional LED bulbs so that we will come to know even without seeing the serial monitor itself. So this is how the extended or enhanced Arduino UNO board. This is the board we will be using in our class today. I will connect and show you in a minute once this session is over.